Being a great Java developer isn't just about writing clean code or mastering Spring Boot. You can know every design pattern, build scalable microservices, and write perfect unit tests, but still struggle in your role or miss out on growth opportunities. Why? Because technical skills are only part of the job. The best Java developers are also great communicators, team players, and problem solvers. In this session, we'll explore the essential soft skills every Java developer should build, especially if you work on back-end systems, enterprise platforms, or cross-functional product teams. Let's get started. Skill number 1, clear communication. Whether you are writing a Slack message, joining a stand-up, or reviewing code, how you communicate really matters. Strong Java developers explain their decisions clearly, ask questions without hesitation, break down backend flows for non-tech teammates, and write documentation that others can actually read. Let's say someone asked why a request is returning a 409 conflict from your order service. You could say, that's just how the logic works. But a better response is, this happens when the order already exists in the database. We return 409 to tell the client not to retry with the same payload. That kind of clarity builds trust and speeds up collaboration. Skill number 2, collaboration across teams. As a backend developer, you often work with front-end engineers, QA testers, product managers, and DevOps teams. You will stand out if you can understand what others need, adjust your API design for the front end, communicate blockers early, and take feedback without being defensive. Let's say your API is returning too much data, the front end can't handle it easily. A good developer would say, let me create a dedicated data object for this endpoint so you only get the fields you actually need. It'll make things faster and cleaner. Collaboration isn't about agreeing with everything, it's about adapting to help everyone succeed. Skill number 3, problem solving and debugging. Debugging isn't just technical, it's also emotional. You need to stay calm, think clearly, and work through the unknown. To solve problems effectively, you have to reproduce the issue, read logs carefully, remove assumptions, and isolate what's really failing. Let's say you are seeing wrong stock levels after checkout. Instead of blaming the database, you check transaction boundaries, look for race conditions, and add logs to track what's happening. Problem solving is about being thoughtful, not just fast. Skill number 4, taking ownership. You don't need a job title to act like a leader. Ownership means following through, fixing bugs even if they aren't yours, and caring about the impact of your code on real users. Say your code causes a spike in response time after a deploy. Even if no one assigned it to you, you jump in to investigate because users are affected. That's ownership, and developers who show it are the ones trusted with bigger things. Skill number 5, giving and receiving feedback. Code reviews, team discussions, retrospectives, they all require respectful feedback. You don't say, this is wrong. Instead you say, could we move this logic into the service layer? It'll keep the controller clean and easier to test. You also accept feedback without getting defensive. You use it to get better. Feedback helps teams grow, but only when it's done right. Skill number 6, time and task management. You are juggling a feature request, a production bug, a code review, and a test request from QA. You need to prioritize, ask for help when needed, break tasks into small parts, and communicate your timelines clearly. Let's say filtering feature turns out to be more complex than expected. Instead of going silent for a week, you say, I've built the basic filter, but for advanced options like price ranges, I'll need more time. Can I split this into 2 parts? That's managing expectations, not just code. Skill number 7, curiosity and learning. Java is a mature language, but the ecosystem is always evolving. We have gone from Java 8 streams to Java 17 records, from monolith to microservices, and from SQL to Kafka. Great developers stay curious. They ask questions, they read documents, they explore new tools, and try side projects. That curiosity keeps your skills sharp and your job exciting. Skill number 8, empathy. You are not just writing Java code, you are solving someone's problem. Empathy means thinking about how your API will be used, making logs helpful for support teams, and writing error messages that make sense to users. Let's say a product is out of stock. Instead of returning a generic error, you throw a product out of stock exception and map it to a proper 409 response. That helps the front end display the right message and keeps users happy. Empathy leads to better software. Skill number 9, documentation and knowledge sharing. Code is important, but it's not the only source of truth. Strong developers write README files, add useful comments, share findings in Slack, and even record short videos to explain tricky parts. Say you finally fix a lazy initialization exception. Instead of just moving on, you document the issue and the fix, so the next person doesn't waste hours on the same problem. Good documentation saves time and builds your reputation. Skill number 10, adaptability. Tech changes. Business goals shift. Features you built last month might need to be reworked tomorrow. Adaptable developers stay flexible. They learn from feedback, they support teammates during changes, and they don't cling to old solutions when the context evolves. Flexibility is how you survive and grow. So to recap, being a strong Java developer isn't just about code. It's about communication, ownership, empathy, and curiosity. If you focus on these soft skills, you won't just be a better engineer, you will be a better teammate, a better leader, and a trusted voice on your team.